Right here. We got 4.
Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield being chased out left. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. 5 yards is the tally. On first down, that brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of...
and make a play on the ball.
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing down.
Me, Joe?
It's one of the few things defenses chart.
Here we go.
How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Let's go, defense.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds.
This dude's probably about to quit. I'm just going to quit this game.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Hello.
Get ready, no.
Alright, let's just replay this game. Browns. I'll kick this kid. And then Joe, tomorrow we should stream together. I'll stream YouTube, you can stream Twitch. Can you hear me? Alright, my mic was turned on, I guess. My mic was just turned on, I think.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see the runner-up and Rookie of the Year balloting Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns. as they square off against the #1 pick, Kyler Murray, and the Arizona Cardinals.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Arizona Cardinals. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Cardinals set to go on offense. It'll be Kyler Murray leading the way. What a year for him at Oklahoma in 2018. Heisman Trophy winner, better than 4,300 passing yards, 42 touchdowns. And don't forget about running the football as well. He had a 1,000-yard season rushing it with 12 touchdowns on the ground as well. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And let's look now at the offensive starters for the Cardinals.
We're all looking forward to watching David Johnson bounce back from a rough season in 2018 because we know he has 2,000-yard potential. 1,000 on the ground, 1,000 in the air. And with a new offensive-minded coach in Arizona, look for his numbers to truly increase in 2019.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Well, look now at our starting defense. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now a man who punted for the Browns in 2015, Andy Leon, to kick it away. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Mayfield looks to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Murray. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Charles Clay has tied in the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10?
I hope you remember this game. This game's fun.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback, Denzel Ward. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
I might not have a question.
Understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now Mayfield, flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. And a look now at the starting offense for the Browns.
Yeah, I feel a little bad here because we missed out talking about these guys on the opening drive because they were in the end zone before we had a chance to even say anything. But let's keep an eye on these wideouts. QB already has 1 touchdown pass. You know he's looking for a few more before this one's over. Those wideouts will get plenty of opportunities to try and score again.
On the move to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
1st down, Mayfield, escaping the pressure right. He'll run it, fighting him off, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I'll guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun on third down, Murray. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. Now loose football. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Browns. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do?
Play don't work.
Hey,
Watch the next time
the cap to the defense.
It works like all the
Not
time.
a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And shedding his way forward. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. It's a big play there for the Browns.
All right, watch
47 yards on the ground. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past them? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Well, they ran the toss, trusting he had the speed to get to the edge, and he did.
And there really wasn't any doubt about that because the scouting report told you that this guy could flat out run. When you give him a little bit of space and a chance to get there, he usually does.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken near the 13. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race. Now, this is into the weekend in the NFC, and it's right about this time of year you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
And I think for most teams, the obvious is to try and be the number 1 or number 2 seed. But when you look at it across the league and throughout the history of trying to get to the Super Bowl, the teams you really fear are the ones that get hot and sometimes sneak in at a 5 or a 6 seed because we've seen those teams actually get to the Super Bowl and occasionally win it.
Yeah, you think of the Giants a couple of times. Steelers have done it. You're right. It has happened and will happen more in the future, I'm sure. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
You should get back on Fortnite.
A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason, there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback. The Cardinals on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Murray. And he's got Fitzgerald. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray has got a man complete. It's Clay. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Cardinals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Murray now. And the throw there going to be incomplete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They go with Chubb on second down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Accelerating, and off he goes. A big play that time out of Chubb. 67 yards. So all the way down close to the goal line. Good blocking up front. Helped to spring it.
When this drive is over, he's got to get to the bench and say kumbaya with the offensive line, doesn't he? Big-time openings for him. Gets him all the way down to the 2-yard line. Let's see if they can pound it in.
It'll go as a 9-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a second and goal. A toss play to Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his... touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Seibert on for the PAT. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Back to the air on second down. It's Murray. It's complete.
Oh my God.
It's Fitzgerald. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Offense trots back out for Arizona. And, Charles, this is a Cardinals team this year that's been streaky. So they got off to the rough start. Then they picked it up. They were 3-3-1. We thought, wait a minute, is this a playoff team? Now they've lost 5 straight after the recent defeat to the Rams. So they're at 3-8-1, excuse me. So maybe this is the Cardinals team that we thought we would see.
Yeah, it doesn't help them at all that right now they're in the toughest division in football. San Francisco, Seattle, Seattle, San Francisco, whichever one you want to put at the top right now. Oh, yeah, the Rams are there as well. Went to the Super Bowl last year. I think that they played better than what anyone would have expected. I'll just leave it with myself.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This is fielded at the goal line.
Oh, I was running.
And he'll get it up.
I'm going to play this last piece of offense, and I'm going to go
Off
for
the
it.
26-yard line, just across the 25. Coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one in SoCal. The Vikings and the Chargers from Dignity Health Sports Park. Coverage at 8:20 Eastern, 5:20 Pacific on EA Sports.
No, never mind. Thanks, myself.
On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down.
Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They run it again with Chubb. A beautiful fake. Gets through, and now an opening. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop him.
He opens up.
Dancing to his left. He's going to let it go deep for the... And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Mayfield lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
I was
They're going to set up shop.
All right, Fortnite.